Around the corner from my home growing up, there was a little shul which was called the Shtibel. And one of the things that I remember about the Shtibel from the time that I was a little kid until I started growing was that to get inside the shul itself, not on the outside door, but the inside door, was this big, heavy old door. And you pulled it with your hands, and as soon as you got a little bit of leverage, you used the rest of your body to open it up. And I would always look and see all the kids who would just push this door with all of their might just to get it open. And hopefully there would be an adult nearby who would help us. But as I became older, I realized, of course, the door became a little lighter. And then one Shabbos, I saw that on the inside of the door was this material that covered the opening on the inside of the door. And I said, well, what's that about? And they said, well, they're worried about children, since they're pushing the door, putting their hands on the inside and getting their hands caught in the door. And they put this material here so that children wouldn't get their hands caught. And I said to myself, wow, how ingenious. Why didn't they think about that years ago when I was pushing and pulling that door open? But great. I'm glad that finally happened. Yet at the same time, why not just buy a new door that's a lighter door, that's not so heavy? Would avoid the problem altogether with. And the reason why I'm mentioning all of this is that the door has a significant role to play in our parsha. We are told that an Eved Ivri, a Jewish slave, is in servitude for 6 years. And in the 7th year, he goes free. If he wishes to stay as a slave, the Torah tells us that the owner takes the Eved's ear and brings it to the doorpost and pierces the ear to show that he is no longer free, that he is to stay as a slave. So why is it that the ear is pierced? And Rashi explains to us, because the ozen, the ear that heard at Har Sinai that we shouldn't be slaves, that Hashem took us out of slavery, and that ends up wanting to stay in slavery, that ear apparently didn't hear well enough, so it should be pierced. But the Kli Yakar wonders, well, what about the door? What significance does the door have? Why is the person pierced on the ear by the door as opposed to, let's say, on a table or somewhere else? And this is how the Kli Yakar explains it. He says, the ear is pierced into the door because the door represents opportunity. When a door is open, one could walk in, and what one finds beyond the door is generally something that one did not know about beforehand. And I think we can reflect on this in our lives as well. Many times, when we see a door open, we say, oh, there's an opportunity to go into that room. But when the door is shut, the message that we take away is that that room is sealed off. There is no opportunity. So this slave had the opportunity, had the door to freedom open before him. And he decided to let that door close. He decided to let that opportunity go by. And so Hashem says, if a person sees opportunity and it's right in front of them and they let it go by, well, that door is going to play a significant role in their ear being pierced and their servitude being established long term. Because a door represents possibility. And we have to be aware of the various possibilities that exist in our lives. Opportunity for us to grow, to advance, to develop, to thrive, and to succeed. And the more we pay attention to when doors are even left ajar a little bit, the more strength we can develop to see what is behind the door, to take advantage of an opportunity, and to be able to be successful in that area of our lives. So the next time we see a door even a little bit open, and a child trying to push it because it's a little bit heavy, let's remember, let's open that door and show that child the opportunity that is behind it. The opportunity that Hashem sent to that child and to all of us of being able to grow in whichever way and direction we hope to pursue. Thank you for listening, and have a good Shabbos.